Hello, all my dear students. My name is Ajay Gulati. Welcome to Shri Jain's Rack Zone classes. Students, I'm your friend and mentor for the mathematics portion, that is quantitative aptitude portion. And today I'll be starting with your chapter averages. As usual, I'll be teaching you the chapter in great detail, and I'll be starting with the absolute basic concept. What does the word average means? See, suppose I say if I have 10 values, okay, if I have, let's say, 10 friends with their ages being with their ages being, let's say, 10, 11. Let me take people of my age group: 30, 32, 34, 37, 38, 41, 44, 45, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 49, 39, like this. If I need to take the average, what will be the average of this? The average will be sum of the values. I add all the values, then I divide them by n. Then I divide by number of values. Okay, number of values. That will be what? Let me take a thin tip for this particular question. That will be 30 plus 32 plus 34, 37, 38, 41, 39, 41, 39. These are remaining 44, 45, 49. 44, 45, 49 divided by 10. This is the basic funda for the averages. Okay. Now let's add them. So now when I need to add them, how will I add them? Let's pair them in easy manner. 32 plus 38, 70. Okay. 41 and 49, 90. Then what can I do? Let's say these two I have taken. This is 70 plus 90. Now what are the remaining values? These are the remaining values. Let's even add them. See, 30 plus 34, 64. 64 plus 30, 94. 94 plus 7, 101. 101 plus 9, 140. 110, 110 plus 31, 40. 140 plus, this is 80. 220 plus 4 plus 5, 229. Divided by 10. So what does this sum amount to? This is 160. 160 plus 229 is 389 divided by 10. That way your average will be 38.9. This is the, like we can say, the basic concept of the average. So what do we say if we have n values? If we have n values and their average is a, then the sum of the values is, this is the thing which is used mostly, then the sum of the values is s. S is what? A into n, basic thing. Okay, s is what? A into n. Now let's say suppose I say there's a group of people. Okay, when I say there is a group of people, in one group there are 10 people with their average being, let's say, group of people. Okay, there are 10 people and their average salary, let's say, 12,000. This is group 1, this is group 2. In the last I will take a group 3rd. Okay, let's say in this group there are 12 people with their average salaries being 15k per month. The last group has 9 people with their average salary being 10k. find find the average of the entire group of all the groups. Okay, of all the, suppose you require the average of all the groups. Okay, so what will be the combined average? The combined average will be first group, first, the total sum of first group plus the total sum of second group plus the total sum of third group divided by the number of people in all the groups. What are the number of people? 10, 12 and 9. 10 plus 12 plus 9, that will give me what, dear students? 120 plus 180 plus 90 divided by 10 plus 12 will give me 22 plus 9 will give me 31. So this is equal to, I can say, 120 plus 180, 300. Okay, 90 by 31. If I want to further solve it, I will write as 310 plus 62. 372 plus 18 divided by 31. That will give me what? 10 plus 2 plus 31 into 6 is 18.6. So I can write, I can say 0 point something 58. So that will give me the average as 12.58 is the average of the entire group. Now let me start taking the questions. Okay, dear students. Now let's do a few questions. The next question is, the mean of marks secured by 30 students in division A of class 10 is 67. See, let's say this is division, let's say division A, then number of students, we have 30 students, and what is the average? The average 30 students in division A is 67. Okay, so what is the total? The total secured by this is 30 into 67, 40, then okay, 63, 61, okay, so on. So this is 30 into 67, you can very easily multiply 3 into 6, 180, 180, 3 into 7, 21, 180 plus 21, 2, 0, 1, 0. Division B. Division B is how much? 55 students of division B is 63. Last one. Rather than adding all these, now what I'll be doing something else. Just give me a minute. Okay, let it be like this only. Division C. What is division C? 40 student of division C is 61. 40 student of division C is 61. Now what is the average? As we have discussed, average is sum of all the groups divided by the number of values. Here, how much is the, what is the number of value? 30, 55, and last 40. 30 plus 55, 85 plus 40, 125. Okay, this is now 30 into 67 plus 55 into 63. In the last, it is 40 into 61. Nothing much can be taken common, only 5 can be taken common. If I take 5, it is 6 into 67. If I take again 5, this is 11 into 63. This is 8 into 61 divided by 5 into 25. 5 will cancel from here. 6 into 67. I did 3 into 30, 67. That was 201. So 6 into 67 will be double of that, 402. Any number multiplied with by 11 is very easy. 3, 9, 6. If you multiply this number by 11, it becomes 3. Then 3 plus 6, 9. Then 6 only. 8 into 60 is 480. 480 plus 8 is 488 divided by 25. That's too much of a calculation, but that is the sort of questions which are being asked in your exam. 402 plus 488, 890. 890, let's say this is 700. 890 plus 700, 1590 minus 7. 1590 minus 7, 1583 divided by 25. Purely a calculation question. Okay, dear students. So let's break it. 1500 plus 75 plus 8 divided by 25. 25, when I can't cancel it right now, but 25, 60. This will be what? 60 plus 3 plus 1 by 25 is 0.04. 0.04 into 8 is 0.32. So your average comes out to be, my dear students, average of entire group. The average of entire group is 63.3. I'm sure it must be clear to all of you. 63.32. This is your answer. Okay, let's take the next one. Yeah, this is similar to the previous one. In a class of 56 students, there are 21 girls. The average weight of these girls is 56 kg, and the average weight of the full class is this. What is the average weight of the boys? See, this can be done by allocation method also, but allocation I'll be teaching you in the next class. So, right, let me take it by the present method which I'm teaching you. What is the average of the whole group? Average of the whole group is actually, I'm doing direct by shortcut. 56 students, 21. 56 into 20. In a class of 56, there are 21 girls. I'm sorry. Just give me a second. Full class, how many students? 56. There are 21 girls. The average weight of these girls is 56. The average weight of these girls is 56, and the average weight of the full class is 62.875. What is the average weight of the boys? I don't know the average weight of boys. This is class. Let's say the number of boys will be how much? 56 minus 21, 35. Once this chapter is over, I'll tell you these sort of questions by allegation method also. That will really save a lot of time. Okay. Now we have, so I can say total weight will be how much? This will be the total weight. 56 into 62.875 is equal to, the average weight of these girls is 56 kg. These boys, I don't know what is their average weight. Let this be a. So girls weight plus boys weight is equal to the weight of the class. Okay. So can I take something common from here? At least I can take a 7 common from here. If I take 7 common from here, what does it become? It becomes 62.875 is equal to 3 into 56 plus 5 into 8. Now this calculation so far must be clear. Okay, rather than let it be like this only, 21 into 8. Now it becomes easy if you take a 7 common from here. Now if I take this and subtract it, what will happen? I will take 8 common. 62.875 minus 21 is equal to 5. So what do I get now? 8 into 62 minus 21 is 41.875 divided by 5. This is the average weight of the boys. Little bit calculative, but I'm sure my dear friends you will be able to calculate that. See, how come you see this is 8. 41.87 means 41 into 7 by 8 divided by 5. So far it must be clear. Now this I can write as 8 into 8 into 41. 8 into 41 is 320. 320 plus 1, 328. 328 plus 7, 335. Divided by 8, divided by 5. 8 and 8 cancel. 5 cancel with this will give me a 67. Okay. So, therefore, the average weight of boys is equal to 67 kg. I'm sure things will be very clear to all of you. Okay. Should I move ahead? I'll take one more question of this type, but I will do it by the allegation method, which I've been telling you that I will teach you in the next class. I'll take it today only. Okay. See, the question is, we have the question here. In a class of 50 students, there are 27 girls. The average weight of these girls is 45 kg. 50 students, there are 27 girls. How many girls are there? 27 girls. The average weight of the girls is 45 kg. The average weight of the full class is 49.6 kg. This is the class. Its average weight is 49 point. What is the average weight of the boys? I don't know about the boys, but I know there are 23 boys. Okay, 27 plus 23. Let's say this average is A. Now, students, I'll tell you a logic. I'll tell you a shortcut, then in-depth analysis that we will take in the next lecture, next class. The thing is, let's say this average is 45. This average is A. What is the average of this group? The average of this group is 49.6. The average of this group is 49.6. Okay, dear students. Now the difference, if I talk about this difference now, this difference will be in this ratio. 27. The difference over here will be in this ratio. Okay, dear students. This is girls. This is boys. This is the average. So the difference over here will be in the particular ratio only. Now I will take questions from. We will move to another concept now. Okay. See, the average weight of P, Q, and R is 71 kg. The average weight of P and Q is 66. That of Q and R be 76.5. Then the weight of Q is one question I will take in detail. Then I will do the shortcut directly. The average weight of P, Q, and R is 71 kg. P plus Q plus R. These are three people. Divided by 3 is equal to 71. That way, P plus Q plus R is equal to 71 into 3. That will give me 213. This is one thing. Average weight of P and Q is 66 kg. P plus Q by 2 is equal to 66. This implies I can say P plus Q is equal to 132. The average weight of Q and R is 76.5. That way Q plus R is equal to what? 2 into 76.5? 153. Now what do I require? Let's say this is first equation, this is second equation, this is third equation. What I will do is, I will do equation 2 plus equation 3 minus equation 1. Q plus R, P plus Q minus P plus Q plus R. That will give me a Q. This will give me Q. So that way Q will be equation 2, that is 132. Equation 3, that is 153 minus 213. So this will give me the value of Q. 153 minus 213 is 60. 132 minus 60, or you get 72. This is one way of doing it. The best method of doing is, this is, see, these are two. These are two. This person is included twice. What you do directly is 2 into 66 minus 2 into 76.5. This person is included twice now. I need to find the weight of this person only. Minus 3 into 71. This will be your answer always. That is 132 plus 153 minus 213 72. Okay, dear students, you got it. Let's take the next one. I will do 2-3 questions of this type and we will solve them directly. The average weight of x, y, z is 74. Average weight of x and y 68, y and z 78. This y is included in both. You need to find the weight of y only. So what I will do is double of xy plus double of y plus z minus triple of x, y, z. This will be my answer, dear students. Okay. So double of xy is how much? 68 plus double of y and z be 78 minus triple of xyz, that is 74. Okay, dear friends. So far clear? So this will give you how much? Double of 68 plus 78. This will be 70 plus 76 or 146 minus 3 into 74. That will give me 292 minus 222. That will give me 70 kg. See how easily this can be done. Okay. Let's take the next question. Age of Ram and Rahim is 18 years. Rahim, Rahim Ramesh is 25 years. The age of Ram and Ramesh is 29. What is the age of the eldest of the three? See, students, we have Ram, Rahim, Ramesh. Okay, this is Ram and Rahim 18, Rahim Ramesh 25. The average of Ram and Ramesh is 29. See, so let me write down. Ram plus Rahim, then Rahim plus Ramesh, then Ram plus Ramesh. Let's talk about this. So what is the age of Ram and Rahim? Average age is 18, so this is 36. Rahim Ramesh average is 25, so some of their ages will be 50. Ram and Ramesh average age will be 29, means both are 29, or if I joke, the average of both of them is 29. So if I add them, it becomes 58. Now, if I add them, what I'll get twice of Ram. There are two Rams, there are two Ramesh, and there are two Rahim. Each of them is twice. Okay. Now this will give me what if I sum them up? What will be the sum? The sum will be 36 plus 50 plus 58. 50 plus 58, 108 plus 36, 144. So that way Ram plus Ramesh plus Rahim is equal to 72. Okay. Now let me write it like this: Ram plus Rahim plus Ramesh. We need to be, either we need to find each of them, each of the ages, but we are being told of the eldest of the three. See, we can easily say these two are the youngest. Why? Because their combined age is the least. Okay, Ram and Rahim are the youngest. Getting it, dear students? So if Ram and Rahim are the youngest, that means, what does that mean? This is how much this is 36 plus Ramesh 72. So that way Ramesh's age will be what? Ramesh's age will be 72 minus 36, or you can say 36. Eldest. Eldest age. That is 36. Clear, dear students? Okay. Should I move to the next one? The average weight of PQR is 47 kg. If the average weight of P and Q be 32.5 and that of Q and R be 48.5, then what is the weight of Q? How to do it directly? See, first of all, what I'll do, 2 into 32.5 plus 2 into 48.5 minus 3 into 47. This will give you what? This will give you the age of Q. The person who is involved twice and his age is asked only. Okay. So that I can say 2 into 32.5 and 48.5 will give me 49 plus 32, that is 81 minus 3 into 47. Further you can take a 3 common, that will be 2 into 27, 54 minus 47, 3 into 7 will give you 21. Okay, dear students, that is your answer. Done with this type, let's move to the next type. Now we are moving to the next type. This is a good one. The average of 29 consecutive even integers is 62, 60. The highest of these integers is. See students, first of all, if there are certain terms which are in AP, arithmetic progression, that is, this is the first, let's say first term, this is second term, this is third term, this is third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Let's say these are odd number of terms and their difference. You add n, let's say you add a same number every time to reach to the next number. Okay, then what happens is then this middle number is always the average. This middle number is always the average. Middle number is the average. So if 60 is the average, 29 numbers, so 15th is the middle number. Why? Because after 15 there will be 14 numbers. Here there will be 14 numbers. Before 15 also there will be 14 numbers. So what will be the largest number? The largest number will be, these are even numbers. The average of 20 and consecutive even integers. So there will be 14 more even numbers. So 14 into 2. That is, the largest number will be 28 being added to 60. Okay. 60 plus 28 gives you 88. This is your answer. Okay. Let's move to the next one. The average of 19 consecutive even integers is 50. So middle number will be what? Middle number is equal to 50. So like what will happen is, this is the middle number. Let's say this is the 10th number. Before 10th number there are 9 numbers. Before, see how to break this into 9. 19, half of 19 is what? 9.5. So you deal with this in 9. This 9 number before, 9 numbers after. Okay. This is the middle number. This is given to you as 19. Okay. Now, what will be the next number? The last number will be what? The last number will be how much extra? 9 times 2. So this will give me 19 plus 18. That will be, sorry, the middle number is 50. The middle number is 50. I read it wrong. Okay, so 50. So that will be 50 plus 18. That will be 68. This is your last number, highest number. Okay, largest number. I hope so far things are clear to all of you. Okay, dear students. So that is enough for today. Tomorrow onwards, we will take new exercises in this topic only, averages. All the best, my dear students. Take care. Study well. Study a lot. Bye bye. Take care.